Hello and welcome back to the Prod Summer Camp Land a Job. This is part of a 7-day series where we'll be covering resumes, cover letters, interviews, or a lot more about job search in production for film, TV, VFX, and animation. For today's agenda, for this video's agenda, we will be covering the mindset to keep in mind as you go through the course. We'll go over different lessons that you'll expect to see throughout the days and why they matter. Number 3, we'll also go over how to navigate through the course materials and the course pages. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get started. So you want to be prod. And speaking of course materials, as I mentioned in the previous video, I will occasionally be looking to my side. I've got the course materials in front of me as well, just to make sure that I'm covering everything and I'm not missing anything as we go through these lessons. All right, so first up is to start with a mindset. It's really important to begin with a grounding attitude, because the truth is you're gonna hear a lot of no's, be it through rejection email or a studio that doesn't have a position for you right now, or just straight up not hearing anything at all, and over time that eats up your confidence and just your positivity, and you won't want to keep going. So what I like to repeat to myself is this: every rejection is a redirection. Rejection does not diminish your worth. It just might not be the right time. The right opportunity is still out there. You're still just on your way to it. The rejection isn't necessarily a not ever. It just might not be not right now, not this team, and maybe not this job. That's okay, because that also doesn't have to be forever. Maybe later on you will find a path towards it, just not this current path that you have to redirect and find another way to get to that goal. And when the opportunity does come, then you better be ready. So again, remember, every rejection is a redirection. Next up, we'll go over the lessons we'll be covering and why they matter. Day 1, we'll be covering resume building. This lesson is important because it's what gets you seen. This is how recruiters will first know if you're worth pursuing or if you're worth inviting into the next step of the job search. So don't skip it. Day 2, we'll be covering resume not to do. So continuing from day 1, we'll go over the common mistakes that people make when building resumes so that you can learn from those mistakes and do better. So don't skip it. Day 3 will focus on cover letters and why they matter. Most candidates skip it, but I'm here to share with you that skipping it can be costing you and might be a disservice to you. So don't skip it. Day 4 will go over job search and smarter ways to do it so that it can be sustainable. So don't skip it. Day 5 is networking. Dun dun dun. I know some of you might be dreading that, so we have a whole day dedicated to how networking works and how it can help you. So don't skip it. Day 6 is interview B&As, or before and after. So what are the things you can do before an interview, and what are the things that you should do after an interview? So don't skip it. And last but definitely not the least is day 7 will focus on interviews, how to deliver a strong interview, what to do during your interview, and tips that could help you when you get nervous or you blank out. It's really important because even the strongest resumes don't move forward if your interview is weak. So don't skip it. So now that you have an idea of what the next couple of days will be about, I've got some gear checklists for you to make the most out of the next 7 days. So here are some things that would be helpful to you. And a really big part of this whole course is the course materials, or sometimes you'll see me call it the gear pack, keeping the camping theme going. So your gear pack is free and downloadable. There's a link to it down below. You will notice that in the nice to have is a Discord account. You are welcome to join our Discord server, the Prod Chat, if you have any questions about the course or in job search and in general, or even just anything about production. So it is a active community, and you're welcome to join us. Again, the link to that as well is down below. And as I mentioned, every video in this series has its own landing page, it has its own course materials, it has its own course page. So here's a quick run through on navigating the campsite. Every page you'll see that will start with goals of the day. Next are the chapters, so so that you're able to jump in between main topics of each lesson. Next is gear check, where I'll be sharing what part of your gear pack that would be useful for this lesson or for that day. Down below at the bottom, you will see that I've got prod tips that are related to that day's topics. There are campfire stories, which are one of my favorites. It was a fun way for me to share some anecdotes and real life examples of the topic of that day. We've got a daily recap, so TLDR of that lesson, and as well as additional resources that are outside, so you want to be prod, that may be helpful to you. And then lastly at the bottom are action items, how to put this lesson in practice. If you get lost, there is always a back to base camp button at the very bottom that will take you to the roadmap where you'll see all the lessons. And speaking of base camp, my favorite part of this whole course, well, one of the favorite parts of this course is the progress bar. So if you go to this page, you will notice that there are these little dots that you can click once you complete a lesson. And when you click that dot, you will see the progress bar go up. It's some fun way for you to keep track of your progress throughout the prod summer camp. I thought it was kind of fun. And that's it. That's it for orientation. Our next video will cover day 1. Resume building that works. Again, if you have any questions at all, we are welcome to bring that up in our Discord channel. You can find the link over here or down below. And yeah, that's orientation. I'll see you in day 1. Bye.